today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what's inside my craft dresser, and this is the craft dresser that I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys what's inside there and how I organize it, and let me be honest, I was not organized before this video. I had to like take everything out. My room was a mess for like 3 days. I had to like organize everything, but I think I got a good system down and I'm going to show you guys all of that. Before I actually jump into what's inside of it, I'm going to be showing you guys an app that I've been using to organize my craft supplies. So I've been using the app called Snupps, and it's a really great way to organize all your stuff. It's basically like a Pinterest but for your own things, so you can organize anything you want, and you can put everything into different shelves and organize it that way. So people use it for all different kinds of things. People use it for like their outfits of the day, so organize that, or like for any like collection that they have, they can just see what they have. But I figured out a way to organize my craft supplies with this app, and it's actually a really great way because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I go to the craft store a lot and I always like forget what I have in my own like collection. Like I'll be at the store and be like, do I have, you know, black yarn? I don't remember. But if I organize it in my Snupps app, then it's really easy to just look and be like, oh yeah, I do have that. It's just like a good reminder and a good way to organize all your stuff. So it's really easy to add items to your shelves. So I just used a white pillowcase and hung that up. That way everything had a nice white background to it. And then you can go ahead and go into your Snupps account and you can resize and rename your products. So that way everything's nice and organized and you know what you have. Then you can scroll through all of your shelves and see what you have. That way when you go shopping, you can just pull out your phone really quickly and see what items you have. And that way you won't buy something that you already have, and you can see right there what kind of craft supplies you have. And you can also check out other people's profiles if they are set to public, and you can see what kind of collections they have. So if you guys are into like crafts and everything, you guys should follow me on Snupps. It's just Keep Calm and Blush On. You guys can see all my craft supplies, and like I said, it's basically like a Pinterest for your own stuff. So it's just really great, and I love it for organizing my craft supplies. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what's inside my craft dresser. So welcome to my craft corner, Leah's craft corner, as I like to call it. Actually, I just made that up right now. So I'm going to be starting off with what's on my wall. And if you guys saw my last video, my school supplies haul, I made both of these little cork boards. So I just have 2 of those. And then I have my little elephant hanger, and I got this from Marshall's for about $4. And then I just hang 2 of my favorite necklaces on there. And then I have this calendar. It's from the brand Rifle Paper. And then moving down here, I have this little organizer that I got from Marshall's. And I just keep a lot of my like stuff I use a lot. So my scissors, some pens and pencils, some of my washi tape. Yeah, that's pretty much it that I keep in there. And then down here I have my little ring holder, and I just have 3 of my favorite rings, and it's really cute. My friend got this for me. And then moving over here, I love this picture. This is a picture that my friend drew, and she is an artist. She is amazing. I will leave all her links down below. I've talked about her in a few of my videos before, but I just love this picture that she drew. And then I just have my flower crown that I put on top of there. And down here I just have my little Volkswagen bus, and I just love him so much. I just put him on display there. So that's pretty much what's on top of my dresser. Now getting on to my actual dresser. I got this from a garage sale about 2 years ago, and I redid it. So I painted it this like minty green color and then distressed it and put new knobs on it. So right over here we have some of my staplers. I have a big one and then I have a mini one. So in these little containers I just have more of my pens and pencils, just because I just have a lot of pens and pencils and markers, so I don't really know where to put them, so I put them in here. Then I have some hooks. So back here I have some self-adhesive hooks, some string, and some photo tape. So in here I just have some random stuff in here, but they're all in like little bags, so I thought they would look nicely in here. So I just have some sandpaper, some sponges. These are all my little Smashbook items. I have some rocks that I'm going to do a DIY project on. And then I just have some of my polymer clay in there. And I just have some decorative clips as well as some tags and some doilies. And then in here I keep all of my like paint swatches because I'm going to do a DIY sometime on those. So I don't know, I have a bunch of like paint swatches in there. And then this is just a random quote little book that I never use, but just keep that in there. And I forgot to mention, but all 4 of these little containers I got from Target, and it came in a set of 5, and they actually didn't fit, so I had to cut off the little extra little part right here. So now they fit perfectly in there, so that was amazing. Because I hate when things like don't fit, it just makes me so mad. In this little section right here, I have this extra little container that I got from Target. And in here I keep all of my tape. So I have just regular Scotch tape, some blue tape, and also some of the scrapbooking tape. And then I have some of my fabric paint, so I just have a bunch of those. And I also have my gold leaf paint. In this mason jar I keep some wire. And then in here I have a lot of my Sharpies. And then I have some rulers right in this little section. Then moving on to this compartment, this is where I keep all of my adhesive. So I have my Mod Podge, I have my glue gun and my glue sticks, more just regular tacky glue, some Elmer's glue sticks, and some E6000, which is my holy grail item. And in here I keep a lot of my tools. So I have another pair of scissors, I have my pliers, I have some paintbrushes, I have this beginner's calligraphy set that I haven't used yet, but I really am excited to use that. I got these little containers from Office Max. They were like $1 each. So in here I have some rubber bands, I have some like paper clips in there, some thumbtacks, as well as some safety pins. So that's everything that's in the top drawer. Now moving on to the second drawer. So starting off over here, I have these little like dividers that I use, which are really handy for organizing. And here I just keep some of my cards and envelopes, as well as some of these clear adhesive papers. Then in this one, I keep some just regular white paper, as well as these like plastic little sleeves for binders. And then I'm getting into all my paper, so I have just some of these mini scrapbook little sets. And in this one I keep all of my like cool magazines that I always use for DIYs and stuff. So I have like anthropology magazines that are really pretty to look at and to use, and I have some Free People ones and some Urban Outfitter, and I don't know why that's in there. That's awkward. So this is just a DIY that I never finished. Okay. And yeah, so I just keep all of my like cool Tumblr pictures in there, I guess. And in this one I keep all of my loose scrapbook paper, so I have some polka dot ones, lace, and just random other ones. And then down here I have my two big scrapbook sets. So I just have this vintage one and then this Christmas one. In this little compartment I have some more of my pens and pencils, and I have my crayons in there. And then I have two of my single glitters. So I have this gold glitter and then this like purpley one. Then in here I have all of my pearl beads. And here I have some of my acrylic paints. So I have some white ones, and then I have more of my acrylic paint in this little section. But then I have some of my adhesive spray, as well as my looking glass spray paint. So I have some of my like sewing kit stuff, so I have all my needles in here, and some more needles and some thread. Then I have some of my plastic items. This one I use for a DIY bath bombs, and then this one is just a clear spray bottle. Then in here I just have these little like tags, so I just keep those in there. Then in this last section I have some more of my spray paint, aka my prized possessions. I don't know, I just love spray paint. And then I have my ink pads here. Now moving on to my last drawer. So starting over here, I have my burlap and lace fabric. I have everything pretty much in plastic bags just so it will stay organized. And then over here I have my fabric. So I really don't have that much, but I have a little supply of them. And then moving on right here, this is all of my dream catcher supplies. So I'm in the middle of like 2 dream catchers, but I just have it all sectioned in there. So I have my feathers and some beads as well. Then I have all of my ribbon in here. Then I have all my string in here. In this bag I have all of my wood items, and a bunch of these are like DIYs that I'm going to be doing in the future. Then over here I have some of my stickers, and this is basically all my sticker collection in here. So I have some hearts, I don't even know, a lot of it is Valentine's Day stickers because I have a lot of those. And then I have these gold flakes. I have my Martha Stewart glitter collection right here. I used to be really into making jewelry and stuff, so I have all these beads in here. So yep, that's where I keep all of my beads. And then in these last 2 little things I have just empty candle containers because I always do like DIYs and stuff with these. And then in here, just to save some space, I put some of my like, I don't even know what these are called, just like little decorative beads that I put in things. I don't even know, but I keep those in there just to save some space. So that's everything that is in my craft dresser. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you guys didn't know, I have a school supplies giveaway going on right now. You guys can go ahead and enter it, and I would love for you guys to check it out. So that's all I have for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.